What's going on, people? It's the Witch Doctor, and I wanted to show you guys the EX versions of the Pokemon hoenn starters in the Pokemon TCG. Now, for those who do not know, I love the TCG. So, with that, and if you also love the TCG, please take a big bite of that like button. You know, I'm glad that you also like it as well. But what I'm going to show you is the 3 basic EX forms of the hoenn starters, and these are all the promo card versions, so obviously the promo versions aren't going to be all that good, excluding one, which would be one of the megas, but I'll save that one for last because I think it's the best one out of the ones I've seen so far. So let's start off with Swampert EX. It's 180 HP, which is kind of standard for most EX Pokemon. So its first attack is Mud Flood with 1 water energy and 2 colorless, does 40 plus. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. This attack does 40 damage for each water energy you find, so for your deck afterwards. It's not bad. Like, I think it's bad for how much it takes to charge up the attack. 3 for 40 is not good. So you have potential of doing, let's see, math. That's hard at this time, and you can do 200 damage actually. Oh wait, am I doing that right? 40 for 15. Yeah, 200. But that's only if you obviously get 4 water energy. So it's kind of reliant on having a lot of water energy in your deck. So I think it's not bad. I ain't gonna knock it. It's not too bad, but I just think it's too much to pay for. So the next attack is Hydro Tackle for 120 for 2 water energies and 2 colorless. This attack does 20 damage to itself. Horrible. The retreat cost is 3, which is also horrible. Don't even get me started. So we're done with Swampert. Let's go ahead and look at Blaziken EX. Now, Blaziken EX is 170 HP, and its first attack is Fist of Focus for 30. It does for 1 fire energy and 1 colorless. It says attach an energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Okay, we got some energy acceleration going on. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, cool. I'm down with that so far. Next attack is Flare Storm for 100 plus for 1 fire energy and 3 colorless energies. Wow. Flip a coin for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 20 damage for each heads. So that is pretty garbage. So we have to basically rely on flipping a coin and getting heads every time. And unfortunately, if we do not get enough heads, this attack will pretty much be garbage. So yeah, not worth it. Definitely to power that up is definitely not worth it. Now the Fist of Focus is not that bad. That I would use more than the Flare Storm. So definitely. And has a retreat cost of 2, which is again, black and white promo, X and Y promo cards. Any promo cards in general aren't all that good. So that's just me. I'm not trying to give the card too much credit. So now let's go ahead and look at Sceptile EX. Now, there's 2 different Sceptiles. Yeah, there's 2 different Sceptiles. There's one from a new set coming out, which is the Bandit Ring set. But I'm going to show you the X and Y promo version because I thought I'd make it equal, you know, show the whole thing. So this one has 170, and by far probably my favorite artwork out of all of them because this one looks really freaking amazing. For 1 grass energy, does agility for 20 damage. Flip a coin if heads. Prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. So, for 1 energy right off the bat, we can protect ourselves while getting off damage. Granted, the damage isn't all that much, but we have a chance of protecting ourselves to, you know, keep putting energy on. So, the next attack is Strong Slash. Does 130 for 3 grass energies. This Pokemon cannot use Strong Slash during your next turn. Unfortunate with that, but out of the 3 promos of the hoenn starters, definitely the best one is Sceptile so far. With a retreat cost of 1-2, definitely the best one. So now let's go into Megas. So now we got Mega Swampert EX. Now, this again is also a promo, so you can't expect a better one of this card to come out afterwards, so don't worry about that. This one has a Gawain Impact, I think I'm saying that right. For 2 water energies and 2 colorless, you have a chance to do 130 plus. So you may do 30 more damage. If you do, each player discards the top 3 cards of his or her deck. Now, One thing is, if you do that and you have at least like a muscle band, you have a chance to do 180, and that alone is already enough to knock out a lot of normal EX Pokemon, which is not that bad. But a retreat cost of 3 and having to, you know, stock up so many energy on Swampert and having to discard the top 3 cards of your own deck, it's kind of painful if you ask me. So I'm not too happy about it. But it has 120 HP, so 220 HP, so that's not that bad. Alright, next is Mega Blaziken EX with with 210 HP. A little lower, but still a lot, not even gonna lie. So his attack is Moonsault Blaze for 100 damage, 2 fire energy and 2 colorless. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Moonsault Blaze click does 100 more damage. So Blaziken EX, Mega Blaziken EX is actually kind of scary, only if he survives the first turn. So if you have a muscle band on this guy, you have a chance of doing 220, which is almost enough to knock out even Mega Pokemon, because there's some Mega Pokemon that have 230. I'm sorry, I keep saying 100. 230 HP. So Mega Blaziken EX, this promo card isn't too bad. I'm not even gonna lie. Again, charging it up is one thing, and the retreat cost is 2. So that's one of my iffy points on it. So oh well. All right, now I saved the best one for last. I had to. So this one's from the Bandit Rings, I'm pretty sure, or Bandit Keeper. I forgot the name of the set that it's from. Bandit Rings, yes, it's Bandit Rings. So I'm not showing the Sceptile EX from that set. I'm showing just the Mega Sceptile because it's the only one I could find. So this one has an ability, like a special one, which, like, you know, they have the Delta, or Alpha, and Alpha things. Omega, my bad, I'm sorry, I said Alpha twice. So this one, I don't know what that is. It's just like a Hooper ring thing. So it says ring stop, I think that's what it is. Prevent all effects of your opponent's abilities done to this Pokemon, which is pretty good because it shields it from abilities, so that's really cool. This one does, for 1 grass energy and 1 colorless energy, the attack is called Jagged Saber for 100 damage. You may attach up to 2 grass energies from your hand to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. If you do, remove all damage. Yeah, all damage from each Pokemon you attach energy to. That right there is, I love that. That is honestly pretty cool because it's a form of acceleration for grass type Pokemon, which is something that we don't really have too much. But with this new set, we might. So who knows? All I know is that Mega Sceptile EX is, I wouldn't say the best out of the 3, but the more usable out of the 3. Due to its energy acceleration, because you have a chance to power up your Pokemon with it. So I can see this being in a gimmicky deck, and I like to run gimmicky stuff, so definitely something around my alley. So I'm gonna try that out once it comes out, or try my best to. And it has a retreat cost of 2, and it has 220 HP, so it meets pretty much all the standard stuff for Mega Pokemon. But then again, I don't like Mega Pokemon at all. I really hate Mega Pokemon because of the fact that it ends your turn, and the fact that if I want to not end my turn, I have to waste a slot in my deck for a Spirit Link. So, oh well. Those are the 3 hoenn starter guys with their Megas and their normal EX cards. So, Darkness. Oh, before I leave, let me know what you think about the cards down below. And if you want me to do some stuff like this more often. I personally like it, but it's up to you. Like I said, Darkness.